This is a question number 14 of your 4.2. And the question asks you to find the zeros of the polynomial function and state the multiplicity of each. State whether the graph bounces the x-axis and turn or crosses the x-axis at each zero. Now, solve for 0, that means you solve for the x-axis. That means you are solving for the solution of your x. When your polynomial form, after you simplify it, you can complete the polynomial into something perfect square. And here you have x plus minus whatever. In that case, this power, we call that is a multiplicity. And when you have the power 2, that means your 0 here, when you solve for x, you set that equal 0, that means your x equal negative the number, right? So this number, this solution has the multiplicity is 2. That means when the x come to that point, when the graph come to the x-axis of the point, the graph just bounce the x-axis. It could bounce above or bounce below, depends on the direction of your curve. When your factor form only has nothing on the outside, on the top, that means you have the multiplicity is 1. This odd multiplicity indicate the graph when I come to this point, for example, x plus 2. So that means when you solve for x, when you solve for the 0, x is equal negative 2, which is when the graph comes to the negative 2 of x-axis, the graph will cut through the x-axis. So this multiplicity gives us a good information to understand the tendency of your curve. So now we need to find the zeros, which is solve for x. From here, I can cut this polynomial into 3 pieces. So the first pieces I have 2x, second pieces I have x minus 4, the third pieces I have x plus 7, and I set it all equal 0 because that's the way we solve for the x. So from the first pieces, I solve for the x equals 0. Here we have the x equal 4. And the third pieces here, we solve for the x equal negative 7. So that means we set the x equals 0. So x has no power on the top, which is 1. So this number indicates the multiplicity is 1. So since the multiplicity number is an odd number, we know at that point the graph just crosses the x-axis. The second piece is here, we have the multiplicity number is 2. So these 2 tell us when the graph comes to the x equal 4, it will touches the x-axis. The third piece is here, when x equal negative 7, again, it has the multiplicity number is 2. It's an even number. So we know when that curve comes to the x equal negative 7, it will touches the x-axis or bounces the x-axis. So this is number 14 on your 4.2.